verse 27, it mentioned, verse 25, I'm sorry. First Kings, chapter 14, verse 25, it's mentioned a name of one Egyptian king. It says, in the 5th year of King Rehoboam, Shishak, king of Egypt, attacked Jerusalem. So we have here a name. First Kings chapter 14, verse 25. In the 5th year of King Rehoboam, Shishak, king of Egypt, attacked Jerusalem. We are lucky. We are blessed. We got a name. Shishak is an Egyptian name of one Egyptian king. He attacked Egypt. He attacked Jerusalem. Did we have a timing of that in the Egyptian history? Did we have a king called Shishak in the Egyptian history? Yes. We have a king called Shishak, ruled Egypt from 950 BC till 929 BC. According to the Jewish history and the Hebrew tradition, the city of Jerusalem and the temple had been stolen, and the golden shields had been stolen from the temple by the king Shishak, 925 BC. So it is during the reign of the same king. So that is the first evidence. That is the timetable of our Egyptian history and the timetable of the Bible. It is the same. 925, Shishak, king of Egypt, attacked Jerusalem and take the shields, the golden shields, out of the temple.
Sorry, I thought you said that he reigned from 950 to 929.
Yeah.
But this was 925.
We have two kings called Shishak.
Okay.
Shishak number 1, Shishak number 2.
This was Shishak number 2 then?
He is from 929 till 915, 917, something like that. Because he passed away in a battle, so they don't know the exact timing. The second king is called Necho, and is mentioned of book of Jeremiah, chapter 46, verse 2. Concerning Egypt, this is the message against the army of the Pharaoh Necho, king of Egypt, which was defeated at Karnak on the Euphrates River. So we have another name for another king, and another battle happened. Do we have a name of a king like that in Egypt? Yes. We have also two different kings called Necho, and both of them are ruled Egypt almost in the same timing. So we believe that is the timetable of our history, Egyptian history. It's according to the timetable of the Bible. So by this way, we could build things up and down. And that's why we could build things from the time of Shishak, which is something like more or less 25 years, 30 years after the time of Solomon. So we could know the time of Solomon, and then from the time of Solomon, 480 years, that is the time of the Exodus, Moses, and then 430 years from the time of Moses till the time of Joseph, and then 200 years from Joseph to Abraham. So by this way we could follow the whole sequence, and we could know that is Joseph was during the time of one famous king. His name is Amun-Imhat. That is the one we saw his pyramid in El Fayoum area next to the storehouses. That's why we believe that is this one. It is the real storehouses of Joseph up to this research, up to this timetable. There is one, I think he's British. He's one British Egyptologist and biblical scholar. He's doing a new reading and a new timing of the Bible connected to the Egyptian history, and they called it A Taste of a Time. and his name is Dr. and Professor David Raoul. And it's published through the internet, so the whole story of these connections is already mentioned there. Which is amazing as usually the Egyptian kings, they never mention anything about Moses and the Israelites, because Moses and Joseph, they do things to Egypt. It looks great, but it is not in the favor of the king. It's against the king. During the time of Joseph, everything Joseph do it happened and it's written, but by the name of the king, because the king got the credit. During the time of Moses, the king will never say that is one Hebrew boy or one Hebrew boy have been born and raised in my palace, cause me a disaster, or actually 10 disasters. No way. No way that is the king of Egypt will write down in his history that is during his time, because he was stubborn, the Egyptian civilization fall down, and the Egyptian army sinking under the water, and the firstborn of the boys and the human being and animals and livestock, all of it passed away because he was stubborn. No way someone will speak about that. But Shishak, the king who attacked Jerusalem, in his concept, he do something great. He defeat the enemy, and he brings some bounty to Egypt. He take the golden shields out of the temple and he bring it to Egypt. So he write down about it, and he mention about it in his wall. And that's our next stop. We are going now to see King Shishak in the wall of the temple saying and mention that he attacked the city of Jerusalem, and he killed some people and bring some people as a prisoner of war, and he takes the shields out of the temple. This way, please.